Hey guys, JD here, and I'm back after a 6 months hiatus. I've been pushing the limits of self-isolation pretty hard, but I got my second vaccine shot about a month ago, and the whole COVID sitch, it seems like taking a turn slowly, at least in Serbia. So here I am in Visegrad. The Drina Regatta is here again, and this year there's a whole lot of people participating. To be exact, it's 3. Myself and 2 other guys. So we arrived here today, about an hour ago. Our tents are behind us in the dark. I found a light source here, which isn't too good, but it is what it is. So the plan for this year is the Drina Regatta with only 3 people, so we can change things up a bit. Usually it stops at Sremska Mitrovica, which is 160 kilometers from Belgrade. But we know each other and we are, pretty good shape, so we're gonna try and go for Belgrade. It's gonna be an about 11-day trip, we hope. Tomorrow morning we expect some good weather, and we're gonna go upstream to a river called Lim. From there we're gonna paddle to the Drina and back to Visegrad. The day after tomorrow we're starting downriver from Visegrad, and hopefully in 11 days we're gonna be home. So early night tomorrow, a bit of a short day. So the first day is done. We just returned back to camp. It started raining. All in all, I don't know, it was a pretty beautiful day. So we did some 15 kilometers on the river Lim. From there we entered the Drina for another 5 kilometers until we reached the dam of Visegrad, and then we got driven back here to camp. So it is 6 p.m. Guess it's gonna be an early evening. If the rain stops, maybe we're gonna go down to the city. If not, tomorrow morning 17 kilometers until the big canyon. Hopefully the weather is gonna turn around, and I'm gonna try and find somewhere to take a shower. Just arrived at Peručac, and I decided not to do an update every day because, well, it's an 11-day trip and I don't want the video to be 20 minutes long. So I'm gonna do an update every 2 days, which is today. So yesterday we started from Belgrade and finished right at the beginning of the canyon, of the Drina Canyon. It was 17 kilometers, pretty easy, it took us about 2 hours and 15 minutes. Good night's sleep, and then today, horrible. This was, I think, the second worst day I had pedaling yet. In the canyon, took us about 8 hours for 37 kilometers. And it was partially overcast and there was wind, front wind, almost the whole time. It was amazing. There is no space where you can actually exit the kayak to stretch your legs. So now, eight and a half hours, I believe it was. So here you see Peručac Dam and the water. It's going pretty fast here. So tomorrow we're gonna be in the next camp much sooner than today. Just arrived at Mali Zvornik. 2 days have passed and it's time for an update. So yesterday we started from Peručac Lake and we pedaled 62 kilometers. The water was, I think, at least a meter higher than last year, which means it was double the speed, which also means it was half the fun. But at least it went extremely fast. I think about 5.5 hours. So that's positive. Then we slept on a small campsite on the Drina. No shower, no water, no electricity, but we survived. This is, like I said, Mali Zvornik to here from the Drina campsite. It took us 44 kilometers, some 4 hours of pedaling. And here is the second and last dam on our adventure. We're gonna sleep here till the morning, of course, and then we're gonna start because tomorrow we have a day pretty horrible, some 76 kilometers. I have no idea how we're gonna manage, but water is kind of flowing, so it's not gonna be complete devastation. On the way to Mali Zvornik, we passed some guys who invited us for a beer, and yeah, we had 2 beers, and we are waiting for them now. They're gonna come by hopefully, and we're gonna have another beer, and we're gonna make an early night of it. and continue in the morning, fresh, at least I hope. Update time. I hope you can hear me over the rain. Just arrived at the second to last camp. What to say? Yesterday, Mali Zvornik, the group we met before Mali Zvornik, they did in the end came by. We had a couple of drinks and we went to sleep. In the middle of the night it started to rain, not as much as now, but it rained for a couple hours, so in the morning everything was wet. We had 76 kilometers yesterday, and through the high water level of the Drina, all kinds of crap were taken from the shore into the water. A lot of garbage. It's really unbelievable. And from twigs to logs to whole trees, you could find everything. From time to time it was, I'd say, pretty dangerous. It was not as dangerous when you see the logs, but sometimes they were just under the water level, some 10 centimeters, and you see it only when you're almost directly above it. I also saw a vortex, diameter maybe, I would say 4 meters, so almost as long as my boat. I was pretty sure this was it, so this is the end for me. I thought I'm gonna tip over and yeah, it's gonna suck me up. I'm gonna drown. Really not fun, but yeah, 76 kilometers. River was fast, so it didn't take us that long. I think 7 hours maybe. And then this morning, yeah, we had 5 kilometers more on the Drina, and then we officially entered the Sava River, and we paddled another 54 or 53. And the official Drina Regatta was over some 10 kilometers upstream, and now from this point we have 120 kilometers to get to Belgrade, so we're gonna split it into 2 days. I don't think I'm gonna film that much on the Sava because, you know, it's not that interesting of a river. If you've seen 10 kilometers, you've seen it all, so I'm gonna film it. Something fun comes up. And we made a break about 10 kilometers where the regatta stopped officially, and one of the guys with me here, Alex the forest beast, he knows people everywhere, and he called up some friends and they invited us for a beer. Of course, one beer turned into lots of beer. And then we got huge amount of food, and before you knew it, night was almost upon us. And then I realized, man, it started raining. The night is almost here. I have an hour more to pedal and I'm hammered. But yeah, pedaling through the rain sobered me up. Built up the tent in... It wasn't raining that bad, but it was raining, so it is all a bit moist. And very early night today. So tomorrow 60 and the day after 60 and we're done. So I'm going to sleep now. Night. I'm back home. So the adventure is officially over. So this is the last update. And yeah, so like I said, we had 120 kilometers left till Belgrade. And yeah, at first we wanted to split it half-half, 60-60, but in the end we decided to push ourselves a bit more the first day, so we managed to do 72 kilometers the first day and did 48 the second. Sava was pretty slow, about 4 or 5 kilometers an hour. And night yesterday, I have no idea what happened. So I'm pretty experienced in camping, but it was so freezing cold. It was definitely the coldest night I've ever experienced while being outside. Even on Kilimanjaro, the highest camp that we actually slept on was 4,900 meters. That was like a sauna compared to what we had last night. Yeah, the last day. So today we made it into Belgrade because it was the weekend. There were a lot of boats who really don't care about kayakers, so they were passing us a meter from us and waving like it's something amazing, almost tipping us over every time and then apologizing. But we made it, and all in all, the trip was good, but I hardly recommend, if you want to do this, May is definitely not the month to try it, because it can be hit and miss. I heard stories that people did it in May also and they had complete 7 days of rain. I also heard stories that people had like 35 degrees all the way, so it is hit and miss. So I will recommend, if you want to do it, high summer, definitely. The front wind we had quite often on the way was horrible. 2 days of rain. But we made it, and the trip was originally planned to be 11 days with 1 day in transit, but since we gave it our all the last 2 days, we managed to finish in 10 days with 1 day of transit. In the end, the kilometer count is about 430, which is not bad for 9 days of paddling. And that is it. I'm ready to take a shower and shave. We actually had only 2 opportunities on the 10 days to take a shower, so I feel a bit crusty. Next week should be some whitewater rafting that is being organized. See if that's gonna be organized in the end. So thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.